get started this morning. I don't know if you know about this, but TLC back in January raised almost $500,000 on Kickstarter to make an album. They wanted to raise $150,000. They wanted to make an album, and they wanted to do it without the help or the need of a record label. And they started a Kickstarter, and they raised, I want to say, $450,000. Katy Perry gave $5,000. Hey, fly girl from Detroit. But it was the people who gave $500,000, 400 and something thousand dollars. And TLC said our album's gonna be out the end of 2015. Well, they went ahead and made a announcement, T-Boz did, and said, hey fam, album been pushed back, not gonna come out till 2016. And the people wasn't trying to hear that. Now, you can have an album pushed back if your record label is paying for it. If you have the people's money, I don't care if that album is 5 songs of you singing nursery rhymes, just like your old songs, Little Bo Peep, yeah, 'cause she doesn't know what I do, and nobody knows what Bo's to go. Little Bo Peep, yeah. You better think of something. You better change it. I don't want no bubs. Bubs is a bubble that is my bath for you. Hanging out the back left corner side of my mom's ride, trying to not holler at you. Y'all better have 10 remixes of your hits. Y'all better be singing this little light of mine. Oh, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. Y'all better record something. You better do something, because you can't just take the people's money and push your album back. It was already crazy to do a Kickstarter, but then not to release it when you said, no, man, y'all playing with the people's money. Y'all playing with the people's money. And I hear y'all, some of the people are saying that you want a quality album. I want something. Okay? So what I have is 5 things that TLC did with y'all's money besides make an album. Because let me tell you something. They did not ask for $450,000. They know it only cost them $150,000 to make the album. They got $300K extra. And here's what they did with it. Number 1, they paid their rent for 3 years. Rent paid. Rent been paid. That's why they ain't no rush to make no album. They needed to make the album to pay the rent, because Pebbles done took their money. They said, y'all gave us $300K extra. Oh, the rent been paid. They went to the landlord and was like, fam, I'm going to break you off till 2016. But I thought y'all was broke. We was. Kickstarter done help pay for the rent. Rent paid. In full. Cashier's check. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and January of 2017. Rent paid. They ain't got no rush to make no album. They needed to make the album to pay, to send some money and break somebody off for the rent. Y'all paid too much. We was excited. Not me. I was like, I don't really want a TLC album. I like TLC. Don't get me wrong. I don't want a TLC album. I'm a fan. I don't really want an album. Chief Levi, that was one of my things too. Here's a bonus one that I didn't write down. But they went and, here's going to be number 2. I'm going to give you more than 5. They went and paid them RAV4s off that Pebbles brought them in the movie. Pebbles bought them RAV4s and told them and thought it was them. And it was a car note. And they didn't pay. They didn't have it. So they paid them RAV4s off. It's been in collections. RAV4's been at the impound lot since '92. They finally went down to the lot and said, man, you remember when I had got my RAV4 repoed? I'm going to break you off, fam. Where'd you get the money, man? I raised a Kickstarter, paid my rent. Now I'm going to break you off so you can stop calling. Okay? The next thing that I think they did, number 3, they paid them student loans off. And you're saying to yourself, did they go to college? Yes. They went to college on the sneak. They went to law school at Everest because they wanted to find out how to sue Pebbles, but they didn't have the money to hire a lawyer. So they said, I got to go to law school for myself. Okay? But they didn't have the money for real law school, so they went to community college law school. The name of the school was just law school. It wasn't like Pepperdine. It was just law school. Matter of fact, it's right over there. If y'all see it. See computer school? It was just like that, but it said law school. And their school was just right in here, in between these little buildings. You see where it says computer school? That's law school. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of twos. I'll be back in just a second. They went to law school at a thing that just said law school. They didn't have money. They didn't have money for all that. They want to go and pay and sue Pebbles, but they don't have the money. So they had to just go to law school. And now they can't pay their student loans off. Okay? Sally Mae has been asking for their money and banging on the door and saying, hey, where is the money? And they said, man, I ain't got it. But then when that money came from the Kickstarter, then they had it. Okay, they took that Kickstarter money, they paid the rent, they paid them RAV4s off, and then they went out and broke Sally Mae off because Sally Mae had put them through law school. Because they got to pay Pebbles. They got to sue Pebbles. Pebbles out here rolling in the dough off their money. Rolling in the dough. Okay? Rolling in the dough. Navient is coming, asking for student loan money. Navient, Sally Mae, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, Sally Mac. Ain't no album. Ain't no album. Now somebody asked, will you go to jail will TLC go to jail if they don't have no album? There's actually a trending topic on Twitter that said TLC going to jail party. But in truth, they're not going to jail. It's a bad look, but you can't go to jail for not making the album. Okay? So let's recap. Number 1, rent, pay the rent. Number 2, they paid them RAV4s off. Number 3, they paid their student loans off for when they went to law school. Okay? Number 4 thing TLC did, they built a time machine. Okay? TLC spent that money to build a time machine to go back in time and not sign the contract that Pebbles gave them. So they've been working on a time machine to go back in time and rip up the contract that said that y'all gonna get paid in RAV4s instead of cash. Okay, so they're building a time machine to go back in time and punch Pebbles in the face or throw some pebbles at Pebbles because Pebbles robbed them blind Bartimaeus. Now, time machine money has had some setbacks because what they did was they just kept watching Back to the Future and they were like, we could just build it off of watching this movie. But they didn't realize that Back to the Future was not based on a true story. It was, in fact, a fiction. Okay, so they wasted 50 grand of that Kickstarter money trying to rebuild the Back to the Future time machine. So then they went to Napoleon Dynamite and they watched that movie and it was like, okay, his time machine, if he just did this and that, it was going to work. So they tried to reconnect Napoleon Dynamite's time machine and it didn't work. So they've been watching all types of time machine movies and stuff on YouTube because they just need to go back in time and not sign Pebbles' contract. And they kind of wanted to go back in time and take Lil Mama out of the TLC movie because even though she did good, people just don't like Lil Mama. They want to go back in time and read the fine print of those contracts. Okay? They want to go back in time, and when Left Eye was going to burn down Andre Risen's house, they want to tell Left Eye, burn down Pebbles' house, because she's really doing more damage to us than Andre Rison. Okay? So the 4th thing that T-Boz is doing is going back. They're in eHow.com. They are in Google, not knowing how to use the internet, how to build a time machine. They have hired some Mexican people. They went to labor ready, hired some Mexican people. The Mexican was like, I can build the time machine for you. I just can build time machine for you. I can build machine. Okay, can you? Yeah, I can build a machine for you. How much? How much time you want? Go back. We want to go back in time, and when Pebbles was born as a baby, punch her in both of her eyes so she won't be able to see us. I can build for you. I can build a machine for you. For sure I can build. How much? How much you need? They are trying to hire the lawyer from Empire to represent them to sue Pebbles because they didn't know their contract said for every $10 million you make, Pebbles will give you one RAV4 each. They thought they were going to actually receive money for the music they made. They didn't know they were going to be paid in Toyotas. Their contract had fine print. The money you gonna make is going to be paid in RAV4s, not actual cash, but Pebbles will be paid. Okay? So that's the fourth thing that TLC did. They're trying to build a time machine. Y'all think they're in the studio, man? They got the time machine halfway built. Nah, they don't make the RAV4 no more. They got the 4Runner, but it's the same thing. Okay? The next thing they're doing, and this is not a joke, they went to the tax man and trying to pay them back taxes. TLC went to the IRS and was like, look, guys, we told the people we were going to make an album. Katy Perry gave us $5,000. She sowed a seed into the ministry. Can we pay these taxes back so we can stop being bankrupt? They said, let me clear this debt up. They went to the tax man and was like, so I paid with these people's money. They said that we was going to make an album, but ain't no album coming out. So we snaked the people because we got paid in RAV4s, and you cannot pay your bills with cars. So I paid taxes because I want to be like Wesley Snipes, who went to jail and had to make crap TV shows. Ain't nobody trying to go to jail over this. Is Pebbles about to go to jail? Nope. Is Pebbles going to jail? Pebbles ain't got no Kickstarter. Pebbles is still spending TLC money right now. Pebbles is still spending TLC's money today. What is going on? What? Pebbles ain't donate? Absolutely not. Pebbles didn't donate. Okay? And the fifth thing they did is they try to make the formula, or sixth thing they did, they're trying to bottle the formula that keeps Chili looking young, and they're trying to sell that for Avon. Okay? They said, look, Chili is a vampire. Black don't crack. Chili has looked the same since 1988. She got baby hair. Chili is 65 years old with baby hair. How Chili still has baby hair? How? How, Sway? How does Chili still have baby hair, fam? They gonna be out there selling Chili baby hair, little pieces of Chili baby hair as a potion. TLC was just about to be selling flat tummy tea and detox tea and waist trainers and teeth whiteners on Instagram. They were so close until this Kickstarter money came out. But they said, look, guys, Chili hasn't aged since 1988. She ain't got nan spot or wrinkle. If we could just harness it and sell it, people want Chili's baby hair. They gonna try to sell Chili baby hair to Dr. Miracle. Dr. Miracle! How? How can we harness this? They're trying to have Chili and Pharrell have a baby, and they're gonna take the placenta of that and make a cream and sell it on Avon. It's gonna be called No Age Cream. If Chili gave you a potion to chili powder. If Chili gave you a potion that made you get Chili's baby hair is lit. She can give you edges for all those ladies who ain't got no curves and no edges. You want baby hair right here? Here, buy some chili powder. Hi, I'm Chili from TLC. I know I took your money to make an album, and we're not making an album. But what I did instead is make chili powder. Would you like baby hair like mine? The best part of waking up is baby hairs in your cup. Here, buy my chili powder today. You will be able to be young like me and full of sadness because Pebbles paid me in RAV4s. Huh? Start that business, Chili. She's trying to go back and use them baby hairs and get back with Usher. Usher, please. This is my confessions. Ever since Pebbles paid me in RAV4s, I ain't paid my bills. And Lil Mama played Left Eye in a movie. These are my confessions. Man, I'm broke and I don't know what to do with this album money they gave you. I'm about to sell it. Ain't no album. They're gonna make an album on cassette. The album not even gonna be available on iTunes or CD. They're gonna make it on cassette. They're gonna make 10 copies because ain't nobody got no cassette player. That's the plan. You just don't believe Chili had a part in it? Believe it! Chili is 77 years old. Has she aged? Has she aged? No, she ain't aged. Chili, 88 years old. Chili marched with Dr. King. Chili been here before. She should have read that contract. Joe Louis, 177 years old. She aged from 65 to 77 on the scope. Yeah, she's getting older. Ain't no way you got baby hairs at 92 years old. Chili was a slave. Chili was her slave name. Her real name is Chilandria. She knew better. Chili played herself in the movie. That wasn't Keke Palmer. Chili was a child star. No, Cicely Tyson has aged. Don't say Cicely Tyson hasn't. Cicely Tyson just aged quick and then she been stuck at this age. Cicely Tyson been looking like she's 98 for 57 years. Cicely Tyson aged. She just got that old. She's stuck on old. Cicely Tyson, Morgan Freeman, Sam Jackson, they've been old for a long time. And Chili got the reverse. She got that I Be Young for a long time. Cicely Tyson is really a hologram. She passed away in 96. I'm just joking. I like Cicely Tyson. She old, though. Y'all know she old. Chili helped the rebellion. When Nat Turner had that rebellion, Chili was there. She was like, we about to break out of this slave colony. Chili, will you stop doing the creep? I can't help it, Nat. It's how I stay young. That's how I stay young. No, Chili, we got to fight. I can't, Nat. I got to stay young. Chili, will you pick some cotton? We're going to get killed. And don't do it in the creep way. I can't, Nat. This is how I stay young. Danny Glover been old for a long time, too. So we recapping. TLC done paid their rent, paid their student loans, they paid their RAV4s off. They built a time machine to go back in time and not sign that contract. They paid back taxes, and they're trying to build a business to sell chili powder, anti-aging cream. Okay? Because TLC is not making that album. They might make it. They might. But really, guys, can I ask, who wanted the TLC album that bad? Nah, RAV4s wasn't paid off. Who wanted the TLC album that bad? Did any of y'all? Album ain't getting made. I hadn't been thinking about no TLC album. I didn't want it. Why are y'all mad that the album ain't coming out? I'm not mad. See, this is why when I raised my money for my movie, I had raised $15,000, and I was trying to hire a director, and he was like, what you got to do is you take that money that you raised and make a sizzle reel, and then raise more money so you can get like 300,000 or 400,000 to make a movie from Fox. I was like, do you understand that black people gave me this money? Black people ain't gonna allow me to. They ain't gonna. I can't tell them I'm gonna use their money to make a movie and then make something else. If I would have came out with a 3-minute sizzle reel for what this movie should have been like, and been like, hey guys, here's what I did with your $15,000, they would have killed me. He was like, what, you don't understand? No, you don't understand. You don't understand. He was a Jewish guy, real nice guy. Sir, I'm not. You trying to get me killed in the streets? Yeah, somebody made a good point. Why would you have a TLC album right now with no Left Eye? You can't have Lil Mama do that. TLC needs Left Eye. TLC needs Left Eye. And Left Eye gone. Rest in peace. Left Eye, she gone. You need Left Eye. You can't have TC. Nobody wants that. Y'all just better make her greatest hits. Chili is young. T-Boz is old. T-Boz ain't got. She don't have chili powder. T-Boz is gonna sound like she smoked. So I creep. Yes, we gonna know. You wanna go? Please. That deep voice that T-Boz has, it ain't the same with age. Quasi-Boz. So I creep. Now, you know what? I gotta go raise these kids. T-Boz gonna be in the booth, and her kids gonna be getting out of soccer practice. She gonna be like, ain't nobody got time for this. I got these kids to raise. I'm not talking about, I'm not making fun of T-Boz having sickle cell. I'm just talking about T-Boz is older. I'm not talking about sickle cell. I'm talking about being old and not want to be making music no more. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. T-Boz sounded like Louis Armstrong. I'm not making fun of sickle cell, okay? I'm making fun of the fact that T-Boz is 52 years old. She don't want to make music no more. Chili is all in shape and working out. T-Boz is regular. T-Boz like your auntie. T-Boz can make some greens. T-Boz is making greens for Thanksgiving, and the greens is gonna be lit. T-Boz ain't. She got a cake in the oven. Y'all want me to record an album? I got this pound cake. Y'all be quiet so this cake don't fall. Now reach over and hand me that spatula. I got these greens on. Ain't nobody got time to make no album. I gotta get these greens ready for Thanksgiving. Auntie T-Boz, Thanksgiving ain't for 3 weeks. I gotta let these greens simmer. Ain't nobody got time to go to the studio. I done saying. Greens on the stove. Y'all ain't here recording music and got my cake about to fall. Y'all better creep y'all behinds in this backyards. Yeah, T-Boz is out here washing greens and peeling sweet potatoes. I got pies in the oven. Y'all shut that mess up. I got this bread out here, and this bread is rising. But we raised the money to make the album. I don't care. I'm baking bread. I am baking bread. Auntie Boz. That's one word. Auntie Boz, like auntie, but T-Boz. Auntie Boz. Will y'all shut that mess up? I got this bread over here baking. Now this bread falls. We're going to have a problem, you and I. Y'all know I got this bread in here making. She's shucking corn. I'm out here shucking corn. Grandma, Auntie Boz, you don't got to shuck corn like that. Shut up, shut up. I'm shucking corn. I need to do it in quiet. Before we go, what do y'all think TLC is doing with the money? I told you what I think. What do y'all think they're doing? Yeah, JJ, I see you, JJ. JJ, my brother. What do y'all think TLC is doing with the money? I got 4 sweet potato pies in the oven. They paying bills. Can you imagine T-Boz with a house dress on? Raising kids. whatever money can buy except studio time, buying shoes, paying mortgage, shelling peas. They thought Kickstarter was a royalty check. Y'all are rude. It don't matter what I think. Y'all think about that cake falling. Y'all shut up and making that music down. Turn that music down. That's no scrubs, Auntie T-Boz. Turn it down. Because my cake fall ain't going to be no scrubs. Y'all know I got a cake in the oven. They selling MARTA train passes. House dress, bonnet, and no bra. Can y'all imagine T-Boz in the house with a house dress and no bra on? Y'all know I ain't got no bra on. That's because I don't want the cake to fall. Grandma, that don't make no sense. Shut up! Y'all know I got that bread in the oven. You better get down and scrub them walls. I don't want to get on my knees and scrub no more. Y'all know I got that Kickstarter money. They won the lottery. My thing, I think for sure, is they got to build that time machine. They got to go back in time, build that time machine, and not sign that contract with Pebbles. That's what they got to do. Pebbles made a fortune. Upgrading the CRV. You said T-Boz got a bonnet with the sideburns hanging out. Nate Violin put a house dress in the emojis. Oh my gosh. They out here playing bingo with y'all money. They got a new cleaner called No Scrubs. Hi, I'm T-Boz, and we have a new cleaner called No Scrubs. I would love to bake bread and make cakes, but in my spare time, my house gets dirty. I present to you No Scrubs. With this special formula, you just have to wipe your wall. You would never have to scrub. Ready, guys? Ready. No scrubs. No scrubs. No, I don't want no scrubs. I just want to wipe this pot clean. Hanging out of my sink, trying to think why I don't have to scrub. Have you ever had a pot that has been so very dirty in your life and you thought to yourself, boy, I have to scrub? Well, not today with No Scrub washcloth. You can wipe this clean, white as snow, just like we wipe our bank account clean when Pebbles took our money. No scrubs. But wait, there's more. If you buy now, you can have this water to drink. So refreshing. And pour the water on the No Scrub wiper and you will never scrub again. Boy, am I sad I signed that contract. I wish I had no scrubs to wipe away my signature from the contract that Pebbles gave us RAV4s. This is Waterfalls water. This water is not from lakes that you're used to. This water is not from rivers and lake that you're used to. It is bottled at The Source. The Source is a magazine that played writings about us when we were famous. But then we had RAV4s. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. But wait, there's more. Here's a piece of paper that says sale on it, which is what people used to get when they bought our albums, but we have not had sales in a long time. So now we just think about when we used to sell albums. But wait, there's more. Here is a notebook of song lyrics that I wish I could write for a different label than the one that Pebbles put us on, to where we got paid in candy bars. Pebbles gave us candy bars instead of money. This whole thing was mean, and I'm sorry. If you are upset because you got your money sent and they didn't give it to you, I'm sad. But sorry guys, I shouldn't be this way. But I'm on the 405. Time to go. My brother's gonna be coming on. I'll see you next time. God bless you. God keep you.